A mechanic's redemption. In the heart of New York City, where the streets hum with the relentless energy of taxi horns and shuffling crowds, a small auto garage on 54th and Lexington stood as a microcosm of the world outside, full of noise, grit, and unspoken hierarchies. Inside, beneath the flickering fluorescent lights, 20-year-old Malik Brown worked in near silence, his hands moving with practiced precision over the guts of a battered Ford Explorer. Around him, the other mechanics, older, louder, whiter, lounged against tool chests, trading crude jokes and half-hearted insults, most of them aimed at him. Malik had learned early that hard work alone wouldn't earn their respect. He was young, black, and determined, a combination that seemed to rub the shop's veterans the wrong way. Every day, he endured the snide remarks. Asterisk, hey, rookie, grab my wrench, chop, chop. Asterisk were the not-so-subtle digs about where he came from. His manager, Karen, a gruff man with a permanent sneer, only ever seemed to notice Malik when he could criticize him. Still, Malik kept his head down, swallowed his pride, and worked harder than anyone else. He had no choice. His mother worked night shifts at a nearby hospital, and their bills didn't pay themselves. Then, one ordinary morning, everything changed. The shop door burst open, and in walked a man who looked like trouble, leather jacket, tattoo snaking up his neck, the words Hell's Angel stitched across his back. The other customers stiffened, whispering to each other. The man, Ray, wasn't there to start a fight, though. He was desperate. His daughter had been rushed to the hospital with internal bleeding, and his bike wouldn't start. He needed help, fast. The receptionist barely glanced up. Asterisk, take a seat. Someone will get to you. Asterisk. The other mechanics pretended not to hear, muttering about how he should have called an Uber. One customer even left, muttering about feeling unsafe. Malik watched it all unfold, his stomach tightening. He knew that look, the way people dismissed Ray without even hearing him. He'd seen it his whole life. Without a word, Malik stepped forward. Asterisk, what kind of bike? Asterisk, he asked. 10 minutes later, the ignition was fixed, but before Ray could even thank him, Karen stormed over. Asterisk, who told you to work on that? Asterisk, he snapped. He needed help, Malik said, standing his ground. Asterisk, we don't do favors for people who look like him. Asterisk, Karen spat. And just like that, Malik was fired. Hashtag the walkout. The weight of the moment didn't hit Malik until he was outside, the cold air biting at his skin. He should have been angry, but instead, he felt something stranger, relief. For the first time in 2 years, he hadn't bent. He hadn't swallowed the insult or forced a smile. He'd done what was right, even when it cost him. Ray found him on the sidewalk. She's stable, he said quietly. Asterisk got there in time because of you. Asterisk. Malik just nodded. You didn't have to help me, Ray said. Asterisk, but you did. That means something. Asterisk. Then he was gone, disappearing into the city's chaos. Malik spent the rest of the day in a daze. He wandered to a park across from the hospital where Ray's daughter was, watching the comings and goings of doctors and grieving families. His phone buzzed. Jonas, one of the younger mechanics. Texting. They gave your bay to someone else already. Malik powered off his phone. That night, his mother came home from her shift, exhausted. When he told her what happened, she just hugged him. You did good, she whispered. But the question lingered. What now? Hashtag the return. The next morning, a note was taped to Malik's door. Come back to the shop. Right now. CEO asterisk. Malik's hands shook as he read it. Was this a joke? A trap? He went anyway. The garage was eerily quiet when he stepped inside. The mechanics who'd ignored him yesterday were huddled together, whispering. The door to the conference room swung open, and a voice called, asterisk, Malik Brown. Come in. Asterisk. Inside sat Mr. Ellison, the CEO of the entire garage chain, a man Malik had only ever seen from a distance during corporate inspections. And beside him, Ray. You've had quite a week, Ellison said. Malik's throat went dry. Ellison leaned forward. Asterisk. Yesterday, my brother walked into one of my shops, and my staff treated him like a criminal. They judged him before he even spoke. You didn't. Asterisk. Malik's eyes flicked to Ray. Brother? Ray gave a small nod. You were the only one who saw a person, not a threat. Ellison continued. Asterisk, because of you, my niece is alive. And because of that, changes are being made. Asterisk. He slid a folder across the table. Inside was a job offer, lead technician with a raise, benefits, and a team of his own. Karen's been terminated, Ellison said. Asterisk, discrimination has no place here. Asterisk, Malik's hands trembled as he took the folder. Ray stood, extending his hand. You saw me, he said. Asterisk, now it's your turn to be seen. Asterisk, hashtag the new beginning. The garage was different after that. The mechanics who'd once mocked Malik now avoided his gaze. Karen's absence was a silent warning. And Malik? He walked taller. He wasn't just a mechanic anymore. He was proof that integrity had weight. That sometimes doing the right thing, even when it hurts, leads you exactly where you're meant to be. As he stepped out into the evening air, the city's lights flickering to life, Malik smiled. For the first time, he wasn't just surviving. He was rising.